So Maruti's long-awaited Ignis has finally been launched in what was a mega event right here in this Indira Gandhi Stadium. This little car is going to be Maruti's big bet for 2017. Now Maruti is saying that this car is for the millennial, for the youth, and if you look at the design, it is quite funky. In fact, there are a lot of interesting design features like the lights over here, and there's a nice mix of retro and modern over here. The overall shape, well, it is a bit chunky, it is a bit quirky, and if you look at it here in side profile, you can see it has a pretty upright stance. This portion over here at the rear, now this is gonna split opinion quite a bit. It looks really like a big fat C-pillar over here. But again, I mean, this is a car that either you love it or hate it, you can't ignore it. So clearly the Ignis is going to get a lot of people talking about the styling, but I think with more cars on the road, people are going to warm up to it. Remember the Santro, that tall boy design? Not many people liked it at first, but it went on to be a big seller just by the fact that it was so popular. And the Ignis, well, it's got a lot riding on it, but now let's see what's it like on the inside. Well, the cabin of the Ignis, this is also really interesting. There are a lot of funky touches in here, like this row of switchgear, the center stack over here. That's really quite interesting. Again, there's a nice mix of retro and modern, but the interiors, I have to say, are really quite functional. The glove box is pretty big. You've got decent storage space over here. There's a slot over here, but I don't think it can really hold much. Pretty large door pockets. Now, touchscreens have become pretty much the rage, and any new car is going to be launched with one, and the Ignis is no exception. And you've got a nice interesting tablet-like touchscreen over here, which looks pretty cool. And even the instrument cluster, the instrumentation quite sharp with a little bit of a digital display over here. Really neat cluster, which is also quite well designed. I think the talking point really is the equipment the Ignis comes with, because you've got MirrorLink, Apple CarPlay, you've got Android Auto, and you've even got certain first-in-class features like projector LED lamps. Now that's going to be a big draw. That's on the top-end version, of course, but I think that is something that a lot of youth are going to be looking at. There's a bit of personalization you can also opt for in the Ignis, a bit like the Vitara Brezza with its iCreate. So these sort of finishes, they can be personalized to the color of your choice, and there are other little areas over here as well which can get different finishes. So obviously a lot to choose from when you want to personalize the interiors. I think it's also important to note that Maruti wants to make a statement of safety with the Ignis. Now all versions, even the base variant, comes with ABS and airbags as standards, and there's ISOFIX seats at the rear also, which really is very important if you have a small family. Well, the back seat is surprisingly spacious for a car with such a small footprint, but again, as they say, the taller you go, the more space it liberates, even over here. Even with the seat set to an average height driver, there's pretty good legroom over here. The seat is also quite supportive. There's enough space for 3 at a pinch. So again, in terms of practicality, in terms of space, for the size of this car, it's really quite impressive. Well, the 260-litre boot, again for a car of this size and class, it's pretty decent actually, and it's shaped quite well, so you can stack bags up vertically and there's not too much intrusion of the strut towers in. So overall, a practical and well-designed boot. Now the Ignis, it comes with really a wide range of options. In fact, no car in this segment gives you such a wide range of engine and powertrain options. So you've got a petrol engine in automatic and manual transmission, and a diesel engine too in automatic and manual transmission. Now the petrol, as we know, is the 1.2 K series engine, and the diesel is the Fiat diesel, the Fiat sourced 1.3 diesel, which is quite the staple diesel engine in the Maruti range. But with the wide range also comes a wide price range as well. So this car really has a very, very wide price walk, ranging from about 4.6 lakhs to about 7.8 lakhs at the top end. So clearly this car isn't going to be selling on price, it's going to be selling on value. And what Maruti feels as the customer for this car who it's targeted at isn't going to be very price conscious. They are young, they are trendy, they do want to spend. But I'll tell you something, this car has a really wide appeal. Even my mum likes it, and she's 82.